Hey guys, it's Jada with the lady from the Artwordboutique.
Hi everybody, welcome to our video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Today we're going to be doing story time. The time we went to Canada.
Niagara Falls. Yes, we went to see Niagara Falls. It was a few of us. It was a road trip, right?
Yeah.
We drove to Niagara Falls, Canada, and the ride took us about 7 hours.
I was asleep.
You were asleep. The boys were asleep because it was me, you, Miss Pam, Kalechi, Isaiah, all of us in Miss Pam's Jeep, right? In her car.
Oh, I thought it was yours.
No, it was her car we drove.
No, but we picked her up.
Did we?
Yeah.
You see, I told you I don't remember.
Yeah, we picked her up.
We picked her up. And I drove. I did drive my car. That's right. I drove the Malibu. See, I told you I don't remember.
I missed that car so much.
So that's right. All of us in that little car. And we got lost, didn't we? We got lost getting there.
We had to ask so many people, where's the Rainbow Bridge? Where's the Rainbow Bridge?
Oh, that's right. Now I know what you're saying. When we first got there to get to the hotel, that's where you were asking people for directions, and the GPS was taking us everywhere. And we were just going in circles. But we did end up getting there. And what did we do our first night there? I think we got there late.
Yeah.
Like in the evening, so we were pooped.
Yeah, we was just we was like
tired.
walking around, saying hi to people and stuff.
Yeah. And then the next day, we had big breakfast. I remember that in the hotel because breakfast was included in our hotel stay there. So we had an awesome breakfast, and it was made to order. So you went to the window and they made you special eggs. I remember that. It was good. We had fresh orange juice. I remember we kept going back for the fresh orange juice because it was so good.
That was the time where I started to love oranges. I used to always get oranges.
Yeah.
Until everybody used to take it.
And then, so I think the rest of that day, we did make it to, of course, the showcase. That's what we went to see. And if you remember, we could see the Niagara Falls behind our hotel, remember?
Oh, yeah, and at night it's it's like a rainbow, like lights on the rainbow.
Yeah, we could see it, right? And we were really, really up high. I think we were like on the 20-something floor. We were high.
I don't remember
And
that.
we could look, I remember. We could look down and there was the whole thing. Oh my, and it was misty. It's like all this like mist, right, in the air. See, now that we're talking about it, I'm remembering. And what do you remember? What else?
I remember the time, like a few days we got there, my tooth fell out. Yes, honey.
Oh, that's right. And I think the ferry sent you $1.
$1?
Was it a quarter?
$1 or $2? I don't know.
$2? Well, that was a good ferry. I remember when we went to Niagara Falls, when we went into to look at it, to seeing it up close.
Oh, yeah, because we went to these tunnels.
And then we went into the tunnels underneath the caves.
Yeah.
And then we were came out like we were part of the whole thing. Because we was like in it.
Yeah, and then we got to one point where the man that was like,
the director,
yeah, the director brought us to this place where you can literally see the water go.
You could it was so beautiful.
I took pictures.
I know. I don't even know where our pictures went. That's what happens. You take pictures, and then they disappear in your phone. That's why we have to back up and put them somewhere else.
Everybody tried to touch the water before they
I
even
did.
left. You
Didn't
did?
you? I tried.
I tried.
touched it.
I tried, but I couldn't reach it. I was little back.
Yeah, you were little. You were what? 6? 5 or 6?
5 or 6. I don't know.
I think you were 5. And then so that was our time there in Niagara in the in it itself, and which I thought was really cool. They were renting boats out. We didn't do that, but people were doing that, and they were riding on the in the water.
Like
Yeah, well, they weren't in the whole the gulf of it, but people did rent boats, and if I remember that correctly, aren't I? That people were in the water.
I just.
Yeah, there was boats.
Yeah.
People were out there. We didn't do it because it was très expensive, and we were on a very tight budget. All right, so that was our time there, and I remember we walked around and everything, and then
You remember that thing where you get to, the things where in the winter where you sit on the thing and it goes up?
like the slopes.
Yeah.
They had that there too.
Yeah.
You can ride over it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we couldn't do it.
Yeah, again, no money. And so, yeah, that was pretty cool for the people that experienced it. Maybe one day when we go back, we could do that.
Yeah? That's gonna be cool.
Cool. Then what else would we do? We had dinner some places.
And this is the most embarrassing part for me. We went to Fun Zone.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of like Funplex. We did laser tag. I tried to teach Auntie how to do it.
Oh my, that was so much fun.
I know, I love it.
Wasn't we in the dark?
Yeah, but everything was glow in the dark.
Yeah.
And then Isaiah kept shooting me for no apparent reason.
The boys they kind of ganged up on you, didn't they?
Yeah. They was top 10, I think.
Yeah.
After that, we went to a haunted house. I was terrified, but it was so funny after, and this is the funny part for her. Go ahead.
Well, it's not very funny, but it is very funny. Little Jada, little self, we were in the haunted house, and we were in the mirrors. So there was a bunch of different mirrors. You don't know which was a mirror, which was a wall, right?
Yeah, which one's a mirror or their actual person? Like, because if you're a little kid and you're actually with somebody and there's like a whole bunch of mirrors around you and you have to go past, and I was like, where's Isaiah? Where's Isaiah? And then I ran. Go ahead.
You ran into the mirrors and you really bumped your head. We thought that you were going to be having a concussion. You were out for a while. Weren't you out for a while? At least a minute. But we were so scared, like you were really hurt, but you weren't. You were okay. Did you get a bump?
No.
There was no bump?
I think it was like a little tiny bump.
Okay.
But it went away like the 2 seconds.
Yeah. But it was too funny, and everybody laughed at her. Poor thing. Did you cry?
Yes.
Oh, and everybody laughed at you.
I was getting mad because everybody was laughing at me. It's like, it's not funny.
I know. It was too funny. So that was our day of fun and games in the haunted house. There was other things that we did. It wasn't just the haunted house. We played miniature golf.
Oh yeah. And also we went on this movie thing. Like you sit on the thing, and it's a big screen in front of you. Sorry, and it's like you're in a movie. So if in the movie somebody gets splashed in the movie, they'll pour water on you. That's why we had jackets and stuff. And then the thing is moving that we're sitting on. It's moving.
Oh, I remember that. I remember.
It was
That was fun too.
Yeah, I liked it. That's the main thing I liked it. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Yeah, like we were moving. I remember it was fun. What else? We had a really, really good time in Niagara Falls, Canada. And one of the last things I remember was when we went to one of the butterfly garden.
Oh yeah, I was terrified. A butterfly went on me, and I shaked it off because I was terrified. But now I'm so mad because now butterflies don't want to go next to me.
Oh. Well, I had that picture of you where the butterfly was right on top of your head. I took the picture of it. It's got to still be somewhere because I think I had put it on like my Pinterest or something. For a long time it was my screensaver on my phone, and well, that was like 10 phones ago. But yeah, one time that was my screensaver, was you, because you had your purple coat on with the little butterfly on your, and wasn't your coat, didn't your coat have butterflies or flowers? It's like a pretty purple coat with different flowers on it. You had your hoodie on around your head, and then the butterfly was sitting on top of your hat.
It's like I had antennas.
Yeah, that was such a special picture. I don't know what happened to our pictures. Actually, I have it in a collage that I did on my Pinterest. After the video, I'll show it to you. It should still be there. So that's our story. Our trip to Canada when Jada was 5 or 6. And we haven't gone back to Niagara Falls. But Monday we will go back. Yeah. So we can is it called zip lining?
Oh yeah,
is that what it's? No,
zip lining is when you're just by yourself holding onto it.
Oh, and then you're zipping across the
I also want to do that.
Well, I won't be doing that with you, but I will take the I don't know what's it called,
the chair one
over the Niagara Falls. Maybe one day we could do that. Go back.
I think they stop it so you can just look inside the pit. I think there's like a drain down there. There's
that sucks up,
and then it goes through the pipes and then go back up, and then it keep going and keep going and keep going
and keep going. So that's our story. This is our story for
And I thought it was gonna be cold though.
The water?
No, I thought it was gonna be cold in Canada, but it was really warm.
It was still warm. It wasn't the dead of winter, but Canada is cold. But I don't remember the time that we went. But you still had coats. Oh, like I remember because I had boots, and you had coats. Yeah, it was cold, but it wasn't like freezing, and it wasn't snow.
Yeah.
No, when we went.
At some days we didn't even wear our coats.
That's right. So it was more like a springish. Yeah. So that's our story. Niagara Falls, Canada. Thanks for watching. And if you're in Canada, say hi.
Hi.
Bye, guys.
We miss you guys, though. You guys are really nice in Canada.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.